Today's adventure brings us to Dixville Notch. We will be taking the Table Rock Trail, going up to Table Rock, and then continuing on over to Dix Peak. We're at about half a mile, and you can see that there's trail erosion, and just look at those roots. And as far as the steady up goes, we are averaging about 100 feet every 1/10 of a mile so far. And there they are, Brandy's mud knee-highs, made famous by her Aunt Abby, who no longer hikes.
So pretty.
We've come to a trail junction. We just came from there where it says return trail to hotel. We're going left to the view from Table Rock, continuing down this way. Show you the views in a minute. Not sure how far I'll go. Every time I come out here, my vertigo starts kicking in something fierce because it gets really, really narrow. Walking along. Yeah, starting to feel it. Vertigo going. All right, come back. Starting to feel the wind. Look at these cracks. That makes it scary too. I would hate this just to let go, especially when I'm on it. Oh yeah, I'm at a point I just want to start crawling. This is very, very impressive, but very, very nerve-wracking too. Alright, I've hit my limit. I'm not going any further. But as you can see, that's Route 26 coming up. And this is the view from almost out at the edge. I just can't do it. Coming around. The camera's shaking, it's probably me. I'm gonna back up a little bit. I feel more stable over here. So I'm continuing my pan now from the left. Coming around, the views are spectacular. It's not much effort to get this kind of a view. Pan down, there's the balsams. What a majestic place that is, or I should say was, as it's no longer open. It says closed for renovations, but they had an auction, they sold everything. There were big plans for it, but they never came through. So hopefully someday it will come back. I believe that's, I believe the lake is Lake Gloriette. So, but the view is just really, really, really spectacular. Let's start zooming in on it one more time. Take it nice and slow. Brandy's not very comfortable out here either. You doing better, Brands? Huh? Are you doing better? And just to show you some more. Whoa. Let's see if I can just put that out. That's pretty much straight down. All these cliffs are wild. Getting another shot of 26. Coming up the very, very steep part. You dangle your feet over the side. No! Alright, she left the camera here, but hold on. Alright, so we're back up from Table Rock where Cheryl showed me up by going all the way out. We will be following the Mount Gloriette Trail now, working our way over to Dix Peak, also on the Cohos Trail. This trail is a little bit more grown in than the Table Rock Trail was. So far, most of the trails look like this since we got on it. Well, besides being a little overgrown. It is very wet and muddy. Now we are still on the trail. And we got a bog bridge they're not using. We could use it up here. Holy mackerel.
Please, please.
Yeah. Never thought we'd say this, but we are so happy to see the trail goes up. It's got to get drier than it is. In case you've been wondering, no, the trail got no better after that. Matter of fact, look at my pant leg. We're getting drenched. We've been on bushwhacks we've enjoyed more than this. Come to a sign that says the Alpine Area Summit is 8 kilometers to my right. And as I said, it is the Cohos Trail. And it is 8 kilometers. I would tell you what the conversion on that is, but, well, I don't know. We just came from out there. I believe we're now on our first slope of the Balsams Wilderness Ski Area. Nice view out there. All right, so after that swamp walk, we were talking and said, maybe we'll just take the ski slopes down. We were trying to decide which was going to be the easiest one.
Our prayers have been answered.
It's right here.
Yay!
Easiest way down. We're standing at the high point on the Balsams Wilderness Ski Area. This ski area was proposed in 1962. 4 years later, it came to life. And I tell you, with that resort down there, must have been something in its heyday. Went through a lot of changes over the years. And in March of 2011, they announced they were going to sell it. And then September 2011, it was closed. They even had an auction. They got rid of a lot of the stuff in there. It's changed hands a lot. You can go out on the internet and find out the information if you're interested. Maybe it's still for sale and you got a few extra dollars. As I pan around though, you will say that it does have antenna trees. You know what else it has up here? It has these wind turbines. They're put here by Granite Reliable Power. There are 33 total in the area, put in 4 clusters. Dick's Peak is one of them, and it has 7 towers on it. The towers are 411 feet high, and the blades put another 144 feet to them, putting the height of the entire structure at just a little less than 550 feet. These turbines are all Vestas. They're the V90-3.0 MW model, in case anybody wanted to know. The base of these are 24 feet in diameter, and they're bolted to the ground. We're gonna go up and check one of these bad boys out. I told you the trail was wet.
Swimming. Oh.
Okay, to Dixville's Peak is 2 kilometers. That would be 1.24 miles. And no, I don't know that off the top of my head. Remember the South Tower we showed you? Well, we looked it up on the internet. But the trail is still wet and mucky. We'll be glad to get this hike over with. All right, so as we're walking through this mud on the Cohos Trail, you might be thinking Cohos stands for wet and muddy. That's what it would seem like. But as far as Dixville goes, that got its name from Colonel Timothy Dix and his son, Colonel Timothy Dix Jr. They bought 30,000 acres in 1805. And then in 1811, they got authorization to build a road through the notch all the way to Maine. So this is just absolutely insane. I mean, I don't want to sound like we're complaining, but we are. We had thought of doing a Cohos Trail through hike. That's not going to happen.
No.
No way. All right, enough of our rant. Sorry. Okay, the trail comes out to an ATV trail. Starting to make us wonder where the heck the ATV trail starts. Would have been nicer to just walk up that. Well, this final half mile is steep up this thing. But we're almost to the destination.
Angle issues.
Yeah, having angle issues here. Okay, so our track took us out to the main service road for these guys. So we've been bushwhacking. We think that we just found the high point, so we're gonna go up. Hey, why are you up there when I'm on the high point? Alright, so right about there where I was standing would have been number 63 for us. On the New Hampshire Fire Tower list of the 92 towers that are standing, once stood, or were proposed. This is the first one that's been blown up and not even there anymore. The site, that is. It was here from 1911 and operated till 1921, and then it was taken down in 1952. These things are massive. Can't even tell if I'm getting it or not. The sun's right in the way. Okay, not to get too specific, but the high point here is 3,482 feet. And, well, I found a new high point. I am standing on it. This is the new high point for Dix Peak, or Dixville Peak. Because as I showed you earlier, the old one is gone. It's flat out there now. Sort of a bird's eye view we've got, looking out the woods at all of the different wind turbines. Yeah, there's a service road down there too. So as you saw, we did get Dix Peak or Dixville Peak, whatever you want to call it. It wasn't the easiest place to get to. We had to do some bushwhacking. And now that we've come back, we've decided this snowmobile trail, ATV trail, access trail, whatever it is, looked on the GPS, it goes all the way down to 26, Route 26 that is, and it's a mile and a half. So we decided to take this down to 26 instead of taking the 1.24 back over to the top of the Balsams Wilderness Ski Area. Because, well,
Swamp.
yeah, this swamp. They should rename that trail the Swamp Trail.
Yeah, my feet just stopped sloshing.
Yeah, we're starting to dry, so we don't want to get soaked again. It's been a long day. 63's in the bag. Woohoo! Okay, we're back down. We did almost 10 miles today. The reason that we cut out on you for a little bit, we finally figured it out. The GPS track that we downloaded from the internet was before the wind turbines. So the trail just ended, so we had to start bushwhacking trying to find the objective. So until our next adventure, and it's been a week of adventures, we're taking some time off. The end.